Hi there, it's Dave Altavilla for HotHardware.com, and this is simply the LG G2. The G2 is powered by the latest Qualcomm Snapdragon 800 system on a chip at 2.2 GHz, which is one of the fastest, most powerful smartphone processors on the market currently. It also sports a 5.2-inch 1080p display with a 423 ppi pixel density and a 13 megapixel camera with image stabilization and a roomy 3000 milliamp hour battery. No doubt this is one of the most powerful Android smartphones on the market right now. So let's take a look around the LG G2 and see if it is for you. One of the unique features of the G2 is that the traditional power and volume rocker buttons are located on the back side of the device and not on its side edges like you see with most every other smartphone in the market. This allowed LG to whittle down the display bezel nicely, making it super thin, but possibly also turning off some potential customers in the process with the unorthodox rear button and rocker assembly. Fortunately, LG also worked in a double-tap screen control feature called KnockOn that allows you to activate or shut off the display for easy access to the screen lock slider. Once you get used to the device, this simple control makes using the phone as efficient as traditional setups. Again, part of the reason for this design change choice by LG for the G2 was to squeeze its bodacious 5.2-inch display into a svelte, easy-to-handle form factor. Compared here to the Samsung Galaxy S4 Active, the G2 is noticeably thinner and about the same height and width, but also with a noticeably larger screen. Unfortunately, part of that screen area is covered up by the on-screen home, menu, and back touch control buttons that you see here down at the bottom of the display. One of the unique software features that LG has brought to the table with the G2 is slide-aside multitasking. Slide-aside allows you to slide off-screen as many as 3 apps into the background and then fan them out again across the screen and switch between them. It's a pretty handy feature allowing for quick full-screen access to a few frequently used apps. Also making its debut with the Optimus G Pro and returning again here with the G2 is Qslide, which allows you to simultaneously run multiple apps in windows on the screen as well as adjust the transparency of their overlay on the display. It's clear LG was looking for useful ways to exploit the performance of the G2 since the device definitely has the horsepower to multitask with these sorts of features. The G2's rear-facing 13-megapixel HD camera comes with well-appointed control features that let you dial shot settings and image quality in a number of different areas, from ISO to white balance, color effects, and even timers. You can also choose between various different image presets as well. The camera itself is very responsive with standard touch-to-focus controls. Image quality at default settings was crisp, but colors seemed muted, so turning up saturation levels depending on your taste might not be a bad idea. The HD video footage we captured with the G2 was excellent, with the G2's 2-axis image stabilization minimizing jitter, though we did notice the phone refocusing sometimes seemingly unnecessarily. In terms of general performance, the LG G2 is a powerhouse of a smartphone, with responsiveness unrivaled by virtually any Android handset we've tested to date. Gaming on the device offers an impressive experience as well, and we chalked up some of the best scores yet in benchmarks like 3D Mark Ice Storm. All told, the LG G2 is one of the fastest smartphones in the market currently and should satisfy even the most demanding power users. Though we're still testing, we expect battery life to be solid as well, with the G2's larger than most 3000 milliamp hour battery offering extra capacity in support of the G2's extra large screen. Just keep an eye on screen brightness to conserve. You can find the LG G2 on contract for $199 with many of the major carriers like Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, and T-Mobile. If you're in the market for a big, fast Android phone and don't mind the G2's mildly odd rear key button controls, you can't go wrong with this new LG Superphone. Make sure you check out HotHardware.com for the full review with all of our performance metrics. I'm Dave Altavilla for Hot Hardware with the LG G2. Thanks for stopping by.